FlossTube. It's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, and this is FlossTube number 41, I believe. It is Thursday, September 5th, I believe. Hang on, let me look at my... Yes, Thursday, September 5th. Got a bit of a cold, or allergies, or something's going on up here, so I apologize if I sound kind of funny, but we're just gonna get into it. It's been a fun first week, back with activities and everything for the kids. Been crazy. I hope everybody had a happy and safe Labor Day weekend if they celebrated. We got to go down to, there's a small aquarium at the Layton Hills Mall, just a few, maybe 10 minutes from where we live. So we got to go through that little aquarium. They were having a 50% off, and so we got all 6 of us in for a great price, so it was really nice. And they have a couple of new animals added into their the aquarium. They had some otters that were super cute. They were little cat door that they were peeking out of. It was so adorable. And then there were, like, I want to say they were koalas or coatis or something. They looked like a lemur and an anteater, like combined, because they had the striped little ringtail of a lemur, and they kind of had the pointed nose of an anteater, and they walked like on all fours. They also looked very cat-like. They are adorable, and it was just really fun to see them like interact with their little keeper, and they kept trying to steal her phone. They were super cute. And then they also had a kinkajou that we didn't see, but they're those ones they're like little tiny, and they have really long tongues. And but it was really fun to see that. Alice got to feed their big tortoise that they have, and they have little silky chickens that are the really puffy ones, and it was just a fun little family outing, so that was fun. And then they also have a two-toed sloth, and that thing was adorable. Like, people say that sloths are slow. That thing was moving. Like, it was going from branch to branch, you know, and there's little enclosure, and it was the cutest thing, and you could have an interaction with it for $15, and I was just kind of like, maybe when it's just one of us, not all 6 of us, but it would be fun. But hope everybody had a great week, like I said. So we'll just hop into stitching. It's been kind of a fun stitchy week. Got some progress done. Also have some haul, and I worked on my Lady of the Flag on, what was it, on Monday, because I like to work on her on holidays, and I also got to knock out an extra credit for September. This is in my Multi-Crafty Hermit bag. So let me take her out, and then I also have a floss buddy in there, and then my working copy. And I actually did 2, because I was able to do the blue for Merryweather in Enchanted Stitches, which is a Disney-based stitching group. It's super fun. I'm super excited. Oh, my needle minder. And then this super cool needle minder with President Washington, and I think he was Colonel at the time, and Betsy Ross is on, obviously, my Lady of the Flag. But over here, and it's really funny because you wouldn't think that there'd be blue in the red, because this is all where the flag is right here, but because of the shading and the white, and because it's red, white, you know, red and white on the stripes, so that's why we have the blue shading, because it's going to be in between these like really pretty dark red, and then so there's some blue in the shading, which is really fun. And so I got over here, and I want to say that probably about right here is where the end of the design is, so, which is fun. And then obviously her skin's gonna be right here. This is her hand, but we had to work on something, so we needed to stitch in a color for the 3 fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Merryweather's blue, so I stitched her in blue, or blue for her. And then I also had to do 500 stitches for School of Magical Stitches as an extra credit on one of the Horcruxes. You can't see it in this picture, but our beautiful lady has a crown, a diadem, which is one of the Horcruxes. It's Ravenclaw's diadem. So Did that, got her taken care of. Was really nice to work on her for a little bit. Always love working on Lady of the Flag, so she's a fun one. And I was lucky enough to get her on one of the reprints, so put her away. And then before I stitched on her, finishing up last week, I stitched on my Mr. Peacock. I think I may have shown this one though. I can't remember. But to get my bonus stitches for the 5 whips that we had posted, I'm going to be working on him some more because I only have this much to finish until I got the Peacock actually finished, and then I'm going to go and start coming this way. I've got some of the borders done because I had to do borders for a serious black challenge because we had to do something for somebody who was framed, so. But that'll be fun to work on there. And then also have, and that's that I'm going to be working on this for one of the Enchanted Stitches challenge because we could, the spinning wheels were destroyed, so you have to stitch in silk or something that is not required to be done on a spinning wheel. And then I also worked on blue Moroccan lace. Sure. This is a project bag from Lollipop Stitches. I'm actually a bag twin with Michelle Bendy. That was fun. And she's got an Etsy store. I've got it linked below. But I was able to work on my blue Moroccan lace a little bit. And I'm losing my needle. That's not a bueno. But I was able to come, and I've got it loose because I'm storing it, but I was able to come over here and work in some blue right there. So I got like 200 stitches or something like that done. Really fun. Love it. I love this pattern. And Chatelaine right now, they are having a special that if you go and you buy anything, you have to purchase a chart. It can't be one of the freebies, but they are putting you in for a raffle type thing. And for a gift card, and they have a first, second, and third, so any purchases made between, I want to say now and October, mid-October, I want to say. I will get that information and link it below. But they're putting you in for a raffle for some store credit on Chatelaine, the designs. And the designs aren't that expensive. I mean, they're like 36 pounds for some of the blue Moroccan lace and stuff, and they don't do, they do some sales, but you know, they have some patterns that are the smaller, like tiles and stuff that are like €6, so it's really not a bad price. The patterns aren't expensive, it's the pretties that go with it if you're wanting to do like the super pretty ones. So, but the smaller ones are more affordable too. So I will link that below. Let me write that note. Chatelaine. So I remember. And then I also did 200 stitches on Sora. Oh, and both my blue Moroccan lace and my Sora are in Garan toten bags. They fit 11 by 17s very, very nicely. And this one I finished. I had a couple of squares here, and so this is the page finish. There's actually another little row, but I'm gonna just incorporate that into the other one. But so I finished this block and this full block, and then this one's another full block of black, and so then I can go, I did some parking because I was like, I've got to do this, and so I did those, and then so I'm gonna continue on and then just move on down. So super excited. And this one is my Kingdom Hearts Sora. Trying to find my picture. Hold please. I'm not sure where it is. And this one I've got a couple of floss buddies that I use. Really? On the back of this? No. Oh, huh. It, of course, is on my... right there. So where I'm working is I'm over here by Donald. So I'm up over in this corner. And starting that medallion right there. So we're gonna put that guy over there. And then this week I've been working on Things Unseen by Lizzie Kate. It was a 3-parter. And I am in this area, which is part 2. And what I've been working on, I actually got a lot done because I'm using this for all the challenges this week in School of Magical Stitches. It's something you want to have finished, vow to have finished before the end of the year because of the Unbreakable Vow. And then 300, and that's 400 stitches, which I've completed. 300 stitches in something that starts with Dursley. Lizzie Kate is an L for Dursley, and then 300 stitches in something you were persuaded to do because we had to persuade Professor Slughorn to come back and teach at the school. And so this was something I was enabled to do, or fear of missing out. It was a fun little stitch along. I know Christine stitched all the things and Stephanie had started it. I think Christine's finished. I know Stephanie's finished, but I haven't. So, but it was a Felt with the Heart Style is what one of them was called. So, but I was able to start on the building right here. I did the pretty butterfly, the cute little bees. This is the start of a sheep. This fun little topiary. And so the bottom of part 2 is right here. And so I just have to finish, there's a little hill, there's another sheep. So I have to fill in the sheep, fill in the other sheep, do the building, and then I can move down to the bottom. So that'll be nice. So I've worked on that for both Magical Stitches and Enchanted Stitches, which is super fun. I'm excited about that group. There's one thing that we're going to be watching Sleeping Beauty at Sleeping Beauty September. So it's one of my favorite olds. Like, it's, you have to subtract, you have to kind of divide up Disney movies, because picking your own Disney movie, your favorite Disney movie, for me is like picking a favorite child. I really don't have one. You know, I have a favorite 7-year-old right now, and I have a favorite, you know, 21-year-old. So it doesn't really work that way. But my favorites are, I do have Alice in Wonderland, of course, Atlantis, and Beauty and the Beast are my top 3. And then Sleeping Beauty comes in there, and Mulan, Lilo and Stitch. And so you've got to, and you know, obviously with there's a very big, you know, Atlantis is one of the very few, you know, is one that was done during kind of the Renaissance, but is not very popular. And there are so many good one-liners in that movie, and Kida is amazing as a princess, and so there's lots of fun. I love Atlantis, close to my heart. Got a couple of things in as haul, so I'll do that really quick. Jenny at Cricklewood Crossing, I'll link her below. She had a Mulan bag, speaking of Mulan. She had a whole bunch of fabrics and was making project bags in her Etsy shop, and so she has, I saw this one and had to snag it. It's got a cute little Mickey keychain on it. And my battery died, so that was fun. But, so really well put together. They're vinyl front, cute little Made with Love charm. And then in this bag there's a cute little bird ornament that we could use for something, and this fun little keychain, and it's got Harry Potter. I'm so excited to use this. It's got Harry Potter spells in here, and it's got a goblet, it's got a snitch, and then it's got the train for Hogwarts Express. So maybe if you will focus. So fun. Super excited to put that on my keychain. And then this was what I wanted. I saw this and I was just dying, because obviously, I mean, hello, can we just appreciate the fact that we have the Cheshire Cat here and Alice, and then Mad Hatter, of course, is over here. But super excited, and it's got a little teapot as the charm. And then another little Made with Love charm right there. And they're really well put together, Jenny. I love them. Sweet little note. And then this was a pattern that she designed. And then there's also a cute little, and this cute little wooden house. Right there. So thank you for the gifts, Jenny. Thank you for making these project bags. I will use them very much. put Alice's Mad Plant in my Alice in Wonderland one. And then I also had, sorry, everything is over here. And I'll link Jenny's shop below. And then I'm doing through Crazy Annie's. It is the finishing club with Lady Dot Creates, and it's like every other month. So I want to say this is like my second to last one, but it's spiced cider, and you get the velveteen, and it's this really pretty pumpkin-y orange, and then you get an ochre, and then there's some fun finishing supplies with it. There's some chenille, and this one is called Spiced Cider is the theme of this one. Oh, that's a cute button. Cute little floss thread keep and a button, and then packed very nicely, and then some trims and ribbon. I love the numbered ribbon, or the measuring tape ribbon. Super fun. So that will go in my finishing supplies, which is nice to have all that velvet. You know, I've got a good amount of velveteen to make pillows and stuff, so I'm super excited about that. Or there. And then I had with the Stucci Birthday Box that I got for Liz's birthday box, part of it was a $50 gift card to Stucci Box, and so I went on there and bought a few things with that because some things were on sale, and I was like, I have to have this. One of these are some Swarovskis. It's called Rockstar Mix, but they are so pretty, like, very blingy. And I just love how, because they're little tart tins, but she also packaged them with the Dinky Dyes, just kind of nestled in there. Let me find a white paper. And so these, I went and bought some of the Dinky Dyes that I didn't have on her site, and these ones, a lot of them were color exclusive to like a color debut. So this one's Betsy Ross, because duh. This one is called Dragonfly, which I love that one. This one is Trick or Treat, very fun. This purple and brown, and this one's Night Sky. I really like that color. And then this is Black Widow, which I love. The purple, like, it's really dark purple and black and burgundy, very pretty. So, and those are Dinky Dyes. Love my silks, and I figured, hey, you know, I can get that. And then these cute little, I got 4 of these little tart pans for finishing, maybe, if they'll come apart. They're packaged very well, but they're just a simple little tart pen, like 4 inches around, so good for a small, like a pincushion or some little display guy, and get one of those little cloches to go over it. That would be fun too. So super excited for those. Some finishing and some silks, and I do have my Silk Lovers box is out being delivered, so I will probably film an unboxing for that, and that's my last Stitchy box. I do have a Color and Cotton box coming. I have to make the final payment. I haven't seen that come across yet, but it's her Halloween box. I'm super excited for that. And then I think that's it for like my boxes that are coming and things, unless something, you know, I see something. I have a couple of I have an order coming from my friend Julie at Gulf Coast Stitches. Go check her out. She's got an amazing store. She's an amazing person. I love her so much. When Beth Twist announced her little bird biscornu, she messaged me. She's like, I'm assuming you want one of these. And I said, yes, ma'am. And so it's always fun when, you know, your friends know you. And, you know, even though she's on the other side of the country, we've never seen each other, but she knows me. And I know her, and I love it. Stitch West is coming up. So excited to meet everybody. I think as of Tuesday there were 10 spots available, so I will link Snug Harbor Crafts, that information below. I want to say it was like $150, which is not bad at all. And then the rooms at the Hyatt were like $136, but there's also other, and that's the Hyatt place that's right there at Station Park in Farmington. But there's also a couple of hotels that are just right around that area or in the Layton area, or, you know, Mom and Izzy, I was sitting there and I was like, I really don't want to drive back and forth. It's 20 minutes. But, you know, it's that FOMO. It's that, I'm going to miss out. I'm like, I want to have midnight stitching parties with Rika, and just, I want to play, and I don't want to be away from the fun. So we're going to stay down there. We're super excited. So it's going to be a fun thing. I told Linda, Blue Horse Yellow Cow, I told her that, because I told her, I was like, I'm not familiar with local breweries, but my mom will take you around. And so she's like, yes, let's do it. And so it'll be fun. So I'm just looking forward to that. It's the 17th through the 19th of October. It's a Thursday through a Saturday. That's during our fall break for school. So that's why we did it, because Debbie's off of school, and, you know, she doesn't have to take time off work. And a lot of us are off from school, and so we don't, you know, our kids are out or whatever. So I'm super excited. It's going to be a blast. Like I said, we're doing a raffle. We're going to be bringing in some items to raffle off if you bring in non-perishable food items for the food bank, for the veterans food bank. So we're going to be doing our service project for that, and there's a Harmon's. You can walk right over across the street, or you can Instacart it and go pick it up. So even if you're coming from out of town, you know, pack a box of mac and cheese in your suitcase, you know, it'll nestle right in. So, but we'll be doing raffle tickets for items, and so we're super excited. Mom and I have been talking about, you know, ooh, we could do this, we're gonna add this, we're gonna add this, and so there's some good things coming up. So, and I know that Debbie and Kath have some amazing things for the retreat as well. I'm super excited, and just, it'll be fun to meet some of the locals. It'll be fun to, like, I know Basic Stitches, Jordan and Jamie, and Weeza, I can't remember her real name, and Jenilyn and their grandma are gonna be there too. So that'll be really fun to finally meet them, because, you know, even though they're kind of local, it's like, wait a second. FlossTube shout out. I wanted to shout out Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher. She is a fellow Ravenclaw in School of Magical Stitches, and I was like, I had no clue. I was watching Leslie Hurley's FlossTube video the other day, and she was talking about Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher, and I was like, wait, I follow her. What's going on? And so yeah, she's been filming FlossTubes. I'm like, what rock have I been living under? I love her because, you know, she's a fellow dance mom. She's, you know, so, and I'm a new dance mom, and so it's been really fun to kind of talk to her about, you know, dance stuff and things like that. But yeah, super excited for her channel. She's got some amazing projects. They're doing the Playing with Jack Sal, and I need to find me a copy because 123 Stitch doesn't have any in stock, but I think I found one at Sassy Jack's. So either that or Stony Creek. I had one of those. Started with an S. But I had to wait for payday, and so, and like I need another project. I need another project, like I need a hold in my head. But it's fun. It's so much fun. So I hope everybody has a good week. Plans wise, just, you know, whatever Enchanted Stitches and Magical Stitches tells me to do. And we've got birthday parties this week. Oh, September. Pray for me to make it through September. Pray for me, because we've got something every week. Nathan has his first cross-country meet today. It's gonna be crazy, and hence the craziness. But we'll make it. It'll be fine. Hope everybody has, like I said, a great week, great weekend. Stay safe. Love you. Take care.